what I asked Jim, my friend who teach, I said to him, how many leads, how many customer you get from Facebook? And he said, well, okay, for one campaign, you get 100 or I think 200, no, sorry, 32 leads. That was all 32 lead, not customer, just lead from Facebook. So okay, 32 is a number, it worked. But I asked, can you build a business that you can live on 32 lead? The answer, no. So he have to look at other strategy. What other strategy actually work? This is what I want to look at. It's not what people teach, but it's what people do. So I'm very lucky because I get to see what all of the teacher do, not just what they teach. So for many people, when you first start, you look at the course, you look at the training, and much of it is very interesting, some of it quite useful, but it's not the full picture. It's not exactly what these guys do. And so you have to understand and study what is it that successful people actually do, not what is it that they teach. Make sense? So for me, that was my change. After 4 years, I've tried to study every course. I start to change, and I start to think, okay, how can I think differently? How can I act differently? How can I do what other people are doing, not what they are telling me to do? And so one of the first things I realized is that nobody that I know that is very successful does it alone. There's not one of them. If you go and you look, all of the course, they all have one guy. They have one face. Sometimes two, but usually just one face for each training program. But if you look behind the training program, there are many faces. Usually there are at least 2 or 3, but quite often more like 4, 5, 6 people working on every project. Yeah, it's the team. So this was the first realization I make, that you can try to do it alone. You can spend 4 years doing it alone. And yes, you can make some money, but it's not enough to live. Certainly not enough in Western country. Maybe if I was living in Asia then, I would be okay. But for me, certainly not. And the mistake I have is to think that I will make a team when I make enough money. I always think I will wait until I have enough money before I get the team. And then I can grow. Then I realize, no, I have to get the team first, and then we can make money. And you don't have to always pay for a team. There are always ways to work with other people without having to pay money in the beginning. So if you find the right people to work with, then you understand that you will all take a share later. But we have a saying in the West, and I don't know if it's the same in Vietnam, but 20% of something is a lot more than 100% of nothing. So if you have to work with 5 people and you only get 20% each, then you're going to make a lot more than if you work alone and make nothing. So this was my first big understanding, and this is why it's great that you guys meet up. Now, maybe you're not all going to work together in one big group, but there's possibility for you to find people to work together that share the same dream, that you can understand each other, and it's good. You start with 30 people, You say? Okay? So already is good. Now you know everybody who is a waste of time. Everybody who give up already, you know they're not the person to work with. Because when you start trying to work hard, they will be the first person to leave. So everybody here today, tell me that you have much better chance of succeeding because you're still working, you still focus, you don't give up yet. And that's very, very important. So it makes this group very special to work with each other because you know that each other are focused, that each other are strong with your mind and your heart to become successful with business.
Sorry, can I have one question for you?
Yeah, of course.
You mean that we have to set up a gym first, right?
Okay.
Before we have money. But when we want to set up a team, we have some special characteristics.
Right.
For example, organization.
Yes.
Leadership.
Yes.
Yes. And if you're young and you don't have more experience in working, you can get the leadership and organization characteristics. And how can I do?
Some of it is, I think, natural personality. Some people, it doesn't matter about age. Again, I think this is one problem that I see starting to change in Southeast Asia, but it is definitely a problem I know from Thailand, and I think same for Vietnam, where you give so much respect to older people that sometimes you forget you can do it yourself. That you have the skill already. It may not be as perfect as somebody who is more older, but it will come with practice. And it's enough to succeed, it's enough to start. So you don't always have to work with older people. Many of the projects I work, everybody is 35 or less. And I shared last night, one of the guy that is one affiliate for me, we sent him a check for £250,000. Sorry, for $250,000 US dollar. And he's 18.
Your affiliate?
Yeah, he's affiliate.
I can guess how to make it.
$250,000 to one person for sending 3 emails, and he's 18.
Yes, and his affiliate manager is just 23 years old. 23 and they is in plan break.
My office manager,
Just 28 years old.
yeah,
Because I met his team in Thailand, and most of them very awesome. Like his office manager, really talented, and the guy who is his business partner, who is the head programmer, and he worked for Microsoft before. Just 28 years old as well. Oh my God, so young, and I'm really surprised because all of them have like car and house already. Really
25 when he started.
Yeah.
25, very young.
And I'm now 35, and I'm the oldest person in the company.
You look so young, right?
So young.
25 years old.
35.
But I'm the oldest. So I'm the old man in the company. And the youngest, I think he's 20. Yeah,
So I
graphic
think
designer.
the most exciting about the internet is everybody can start with the internet without any degree
Yeah.
or education in advance, because when you get into the internet, maybe it's quite much, it is completely different from what you have learned in university.
This is one thing also. I try to encourage you to change your thinking. Is university.
Yeah, he even
Never
didn't graduate university yet.
I didn't graduate. I didn't go. And I did a course in electronic engineering but it wasn't a degree, and that was long term, and I never graduated that either. My top qualification is in massage. That's my highest level qualification for massage.
Massage.
Yeah.
He was a therapist before.
Yeah.
So he fixed the mental, the people who have special needs by massage
Therapy.
So, yeah, you don't have to be old and you don't have to be educated. Actually, I look for people without degree, because I find that when somebody doesn't have a degree but they have passion for a subject, they self-teach. So one job I have, I was director of marketing for a big internet marketing company. Now, director of marketing for international multi-million-dollar company, you must have a degree in marketing, right? No. No degree.
No degree.
So why would he choose me? And I said no about 6-7 times. He asked me to work for his company, and I refused. I didn't even apply for the job. You know, like most people, you have to submit CV to get job. You have to have degree to get job. I have no degree. I don't even want the job. And yet I still end up getting this position. So you have to understand that when you stop working for a Vietnamese company, then the rules change. You don't have to play by the same rules anymore. You don't have to look up to somebody who is much older than you and listen to them just because they're older, even when they're wrong. You know, you don't have
their boss, right?
Right. And their boss because they're older, not because they're smarter.
Yeah, that's the big
Right?
problem here.
You don't have to have a degree in something to be good at it, because all of the information now is on the internet. It's in books, it's on DVD courses, it's in seminars. You can go and get all of the information that you need as you need it. So don't waste 4 years in a university learning information that was important 10 years ago. When you can find the same information as you need it in real life on Google. Life is completely changed, and if you're starting a business, then just start, you know, and then you find, oh, I don't know how to do this, go to Google, or find somebody, phone a friend, you know, say, I don't know how to do this. Do you know how? Do you know anybody who know how? And the more you do this, the longer that you work, the more contacts you make, the more knowledge you get, the easier it becomes. So to start, yeah, it can be difficult. But now, as I say, I'm lucky. If I have idea, if I need some knowledge, if I need some help, I go to Skype, I look down my list, okay, he's about the best one. And then I start with him, you know. So for example, like if I want to do video stuff, just talking to Gideon earlier, and so Gideon, tell me about video, or I'm going to use YouTube to generate some traffic. How can I do that? And he tell me for free. Saying like he have a problem, you want to know how to do something, maybe I have better knowledge, so he come to me. So we share, and I think this is the important idea of this type of group, that each of you will have a different area of talent, interest. Some of you may be good at graphics, somebody may be good at video, somebody may be good at writing sales letter, somebody else may be good at technical. But if you learn to focus on what you are good at, what you are passionate about, and just have a basic understanding of everything else, then you can understand how your part fit to other projects. And that way you can run, now I can start multiple projects. And because I'm focusing on my skill, So I can help here, I can help here. So now we do the project in Vietnam. But we also have the idea to do the same kind of a project in Thailand. We run our own international company. We have other small projects that we do based from New Zealand. And yet, before, I couldn't do one business on my own because I tried to do everything. Now I can have several businesses all working for me, and I can just focus on what I'm good at and enjoy doing it much more. And so, give me a chance that I can just relax, come to Vietnam, spend some time here, tell everybody I'm working, and sit down and drink smoothie with some good people. This is my idea of fun.
It's a good way, never work again.
Yeah, but the problem is that when you setting up the team, maybe you have to understand the partner very clearly, so you know which is his strong point, weak point. Because if you don't know, you cannot choose the good partner, right?
Yeah, it comes with practice. I make a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. My first understanding of learning about the type of people is I got a friend of mine to come from England. I'm originally from England, but I was living in New Zealand, and I asked him to come to New Zealand to start a company with me. So we go 50-50, and I know he's very hardworking, he's very intelligent, he's very skilled at sales, and so I don't like to sell so much. So I think great person, this is what I need in my business. I need somebody to go and sell the product. And he excited, he come and worked very hard for 1 month. But it's new business. All the money we make go back into the business. And this happened after 2 months, after 3 months, we still see no money, Of course not, it's new business. We want to grow. Problem. He wanted to see money today. Because for him, you work 1 hour, you get paid 1 hour. And this was a big problem for him. Because he felt like, I have done all this work, but I get no reward. Even though the company getting bigger, so this is the problem for him. And the company have to stop because we break the partnership, because now he get to work less, he get miserable, get depressed, just don't want to work, because he can see the growth of the company, but he can't see any money. So he go back to the UK, he get a job in company, he get paid £10 per hour. Now he's happy. At the end of the week, he get the money that he worked for. So this made me understand 2 types of people. One type of person, they don't care about hourly rate. If you pay me for 1 hour, my time is worth more than $5, $10, $50. It doesn't matter. I want to see the growth. I want to create a company. I want to create something. And I know that eventually, maybe one day, it will pay me. So no problem. Just keep going. And then you have other type of person. They need cash. So when you start your company, if you can't pay somebody cash for every hour they work, then you need to find somebody else who think long term. Once you start making money, then you can start to hire staff. You can start to pay somebody who can work short time or per hour. And that way, when you can start, as you grow, that means you can keep more of the company, or the next project that you make, then you have more money to invest, you keep a higher percentage. So when you very first start, maybe you only keep small percentage of the company, but the second project, third project, fourth project, you get more until you can start the company and have 100% because you hire all the staff you need for doing the work. This is why you have to think about the team in different ways, not just hire staff, not just business partner. There's a lot of ways to work and build team.
My first miss Leon. She
She?
me.
I'm not a lady boy. Maybe in Thailand, but
I love born in Thailand. I first met Leon and he told me that he found that I'm really excited in marketing. So he said that he want to hire me for work for him. But I said that no, I will never work for anybody. So maybe that is one reason that now I'm a business partner of him in Vietnam.
yeah, you have to understand the way people think. And like I say, it's often a mistake. One of the examples I recently give on my blog, for me it was very inspirational to think that PepsiCo, so you all know PepsiCo company?
Yes.
Now they are the world's largest manufacturer of food and drink. They don't just make Pepsi. They're like Lay's crisps and many different brands. So they have a laboratory. They make test food. So every idea that make it to the laboratory, they will spend a lot of money to test, to develop the food. Out of every 10 ideas that they spend money for testing, one makes it to the shop. Out of every 10 that make it to the shop, only about one becomes successful. So that means only 1 in 100 project they start becomes successful.
Yeah.
So you can build one of the world's largest company on a 1 in 100 success rate. That means you can fail 99 times out of every 100 and still be one of the world's largest companies.
Yeah.
So don't feel you have to get it right first time. You don't. You just have to try it again a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time, and you don't know which time it's going to be that work, but it's having that patience to keep trying. So for me, 4 years was a lot of different projects that I tried, and I learned a lot of things in that 4 years. But the only reason I became successful is because of keep trying. And then learn from mistake. Just take me a long time to learn about the mistake of not having team. And once I start getting past that, then everything starts to grow much quicker. Any question?
What is the most important thing for the internet business for you? And the knowledge need to know and to study for choosing that.
I think the most important thing is to understand that internet is still business. So a lot of internet guru, a lot of internet teacher, they try to tell you that the internet is different somehow, that the internet is not a business, that the internet is just, you can make money on the internet. They have some idea to make money on the internet. But if you look at their idea, you need to stop and ask, is this a business? If you can understand that business is simply a way of providing value to a customer, to somebody who comes to your website, that you provide them some value and in exchange you make some money. Either you sell something to them, or you recommend somebody else's product to them, and you make a commission. So either way, you make money, but you provide value by giving them the right information, helping them make the right choice, that's business. Online or offline, it's the same. The difference with the internet is just that you can automate a lot of it. It's just a tool. So one of the blog posts that I write, internet marketing is not a business. Internet marketing is just marketing on the internet. If you have offline business, you do marketing, but you're not, I am an offline marketer. You're a businessman, right? So it's the same on the internet. Don't think of yourself as an internet marketer. Think of yourself as an internet businessman. And that way, you will be much more successful, because you will look at creating the right systems. So maybe I share my formula that I give you. So, who was here yet? Was anybody here at the talk yesterday?
No.
So, only you.
All the new members.
You were there?
I remember that.
I thought it was somebody else. Okay, so sorry,
You
Mike.
want to help me?
I'm going to destroy your hard work. Spent hours upon this, I know. It's okay, this is enough space.
You must compensate for it.
Okay. So, the book that we've written in Vietnamese has the title.
I write in Vietnamese.
True.
And you.
Okay. The book that Mike wrote for you guys is called Do Less Work, Make More Money. Okay? So, how can you do less and make more? There is actually a simple equation that we can look at, and it looks like that. Okay, you are now all business expert. You know the formula.
What does it mean?
So, okay, to understand the formula.
T1, T2.
Okay. And apparently not everybody understands algebra, so I need to do that too. So we have and T4. So T1 is training. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what the formula is in Vietnamese, you might need to translate that. But in English,
my spend only one Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know about
Xin like.
Really?
so the first three is training, team and tools. And just to, one of the English translation of team is together everybody achieve more.
Together everybody achieves more.
Yeah, so this comes to the same idea I speak about before. But, so training, team, tools. Training is your education, right? So it's what you study, so you know what to implement, you know what to do. Team can be measured by the quality of the people that you work with, the attitude of the people that you work with, and the number of the people that you work with. You know, if you only have one person in your team, then the team not so big. But if you have 5 people, 10 people in your team, and they're all very qualified, if they're all very hardworking, they have the right attitude, it's going to be a much stronger team. If you have a team full of negative people, underqualified, not doing anything, causing problem, then actually this becomes negative number. Okay? So we need to make sure that this is a good, strong, positive number for your middle T. The third T is your tools, the systems that you use. And on the internet, this means the systems that we use to build our website. It means our autoresponder. It means our merchant gateway. All of the different types of tools that we need, perhaps affiliate tracking. So again, one of the mistakes I made for a long time was I invested in cheap tools. And you know, like if you're like building a house or something, and you have very cheap tools, they just keep breaking all the time. Sometimes the house is not so good. Same on the internet. You need to make sure that you have good quality tools, because otherwise, if your tools break online, you lose money. And I lost a lot of money because the tools broke when I needed them. The systems didn't work. So now also the tools get better, so things can become faster. And if you give the right tools to the right team, it's going to be very, very good. And then if you train the team to use the right tools in the right way, then you can see you have a very strong foundation in this formula here. Now, the fourth T is time. So you can have the best team, the best tools, the best training, but if nobody does anything, then this is result. Okay? So if time is 0, result will always be 0. However, if you are able to get this right, then you can reduce the amount of time and still get the same level result that you would do if this were low. Does that make sense?
Yes, understand.
So this is how you can do less and make more. Basically, you need to get the right training, the right team, the right tools. If you get these 3 right, then it means you can reduce this to get the same or greater result. That's it. It's as easy as that.
Mọi người cần Mai giải thích lại cái chỗ này không?
One more time with
I can explain in Vietnamese.
Really?
Sure. Just let me try.
Get some practice.
Okay.
English is okay, then can you just give us an example or something?
Mike, you give an example in Vietnamese. Explain. Good for you.
Cái công thức này á, có nghĩa là kiến thức, tức là các bạn có một kiến thức đúng, tức là các bạn những cái gì lĩnh vực của bạn làm á, mình phải hiểu biết về nó. Cái thứ hai á, là team, đội nhóm. Là như hồi nãy thì Giao có giải thích về đội nhóm, cái tầm quan trọng của đội nhóm thì mọi người cũng có hiểu rồi đó. Cái thứ ba tức là công cụ, tức là các bạn sử dụng công cụ đúng, giống như là để xây một cái nhà. Thì nếu như các bạn sử dụng các công cụ, tức là các vật liệu mà nó yếu, tức là cái nhà nó sẽ rất là dễ bị sập. Cũng giống như một cái website của bạn chẳng hạn, như là cái hosting đó đi. Hosting đó nó bị, ví dụ như là cái nền tảng xây dựng website nó hay bị hack, tức là bị cái hacker nó tấn công, hoặc là các công cụ, có rất nhiều công cụ như là autoresponder. Thì đây có một số bạn tham dự buổi chia sẻ của Mai trước thì biết, chứ còn những bạn mới thì không biết, nhưng mà Mai không có thời gian để nói lại. Thì có rất là nhiều công cụ khi mà các bạn xây dựng website. Rồi cái thứ tư này là thời gian. Thì kiến thức đúng cộng với một đội nhóm mạnh cộng với công cụ đúng thì nhân với thời gian thì sẽ tạo ra kết quả mà bạn đạt được. Thì làm sao để có thể là làm ít đi mà vẫn kiếm được nhiều tiền hơn, hoặc là kiếm được nhiều tiền bằng đó? Thì thứ nhất, tức là nếu như thời gian bằng không, tức là bạn cho dù bạn có kiến thức tốt như thế nào đi chăng nữa, đội nhóm tốt như thế nào chăng nữa và công cụ đúng, nhưng mà các bạn không làm gì hết, tức là không hành động, không take action, thì kết quả đạt được bằng không. Nhưng mà nếu như các bạn, tức là những cái tham số này, nếu như các bạn không có một đội nhóm không có công cụ đúng, các bạn chỉ có kiến thức thôi, thì các bạn cố gắng làm việc, các bạn cũng đạt được một kết quả gì đó, nhưng nó ở một chừng mực đó thôi. Còn nếu như các bạn thêm biết kết hợp, ví dụ như là không có cái tên thứ ba này, các bạn có được một cái đội nhóm mạnh, thì chỉ cần 2 tên này thôi, nhân với lại cái công sức mà bạn bỏ ra, thì bạn sẽ đạt được kết quả cao hơn. Và nếu như có đồng thời cả 3 cái này nữa, thì các bạn sẽ đạt được kết quả rất là cao. Nhưng một lần nữa, để mà cái tên thứ tư, tức là cái thời gian này làm ít đi, đây là cái nguyên lý sau cuốn sách, đó là cái tên thứ tư này làm sao để làm ít hơn, tức là tên thứ tư này nó giảm xuống. Thì các bạn phải biết cách làm sao để thứ nhất là tăng, thứ nhất là làm đội nhóm của mình mạnh lên, thứ hai đó là học thêm, tức là đầu tư thêm những kiến thức của mình về cái lĩnh vực của mình. Rồi đội nhóm thì hồi nãy Riêu nói có những cái yếu tố ảnh hưởng đến đội nhóm, tức là các bạn phải đảm bảo cái tên này nó là dương, tức là những cái người trong đội nhóm nó phải có những cái thái độ này, rồi có những cái tầm nhìn, hay là có những cái kỹ năng, và là kỹ năng đúng, để đảm bảo cái con số này nó là dương, tức là nó tích cực chứ không phải là một nhóm mà làm việc mà không hiệu quả, thì chắc chắn là cái tên này nó là một số âm. Số âm thì lúc này nó là trừ đi thì nó sẽ làm giảm cái kết quả của bạn. Thì cái thứ ba này là cái công cụ. Nếu như bạn làm công cụ, tức là trên internet thì là công nghệ là đòn bẩy, thì thế khi mà các bạn sử dụng những công cụ đúng nữa, thì 3 cái tên này nó gộp lại, khi mà các bạn biết cách tăng những cái tên này lên, thì các bạn lúc này các bạn có thể giảm cái thời gian xuống, bởi vì nó là lúc này đội nhóm và kiến thức và công cụ bạn là đòn bẩy, thì kết quả thứ nhất của bạn đạt được là y chang, tức là bạn có thể thứ nhất là đạt được kết quả bằng như vậy mà thời gian giảm đi. Cái thứ hai nữa, nếu như bạn vẫn muốn làm việc, tức là vẫn giữ cái thời gian như thế, thì kết quả đạt được cao hơn rất là nhiều. Đó là cái nguyên lý đằng sau cái cuốn sách người sẽ là Do Less Work, Make More Money. Đó, mọi người có hiểu không ạ?
Yes, understand.
I'm trying to say it better myself.
So, but they do understand. So maybe my translation or my explanation is good.
Does that help?
Yes, yeah, that's very good for me. But can you tell me more what kind of training and how many kind of tool we need to
So
use?
I'll give you an example.
Yes.
Okay, so in internet business, for example, now this is true online or offline. Okay, it doesn't matter. Again, I say think about business. The same for any business. If you think about McDonald's, for example, how did McDonald's become so big? They trained their staff. They spent a lot of time training their staff to say, would you like fries with that? Would you like to upsize that? That made a huge difference. It increased McDonald's profits by $1 billion. Over $1 billion was generated by just training their staff to say, would you like fries with that?
Upsell, right?
Upselling. By expanding their team, Ray Kroc, the guy that really started the whole McDonald's franchise, could not do it alone. He had to have a team. There is no way he can run, I don't know how many thousand McDonald's stores around the world on his own. Must have a team. The tools, again, inside of the business, you imagine if they have old-fashioned barbecue and they have to try to make each burger on the barbecue by hand. No way, cannot, right? So they have to create the tools inside of the company that can grill hamburgers and cook them at a high speed in an even way. And so that way, you imagine if Ray was to try and service every single one of his customers by hand with poor quality tools, because he had no team, he's on his own, he's got to go around the whole world, of course he cannot, right? So therefore the result would be much less and his time would be much more. But because he created a system of training, expanding the team and providing better quality tools for each of the McDonald's store, then it meant that his time was a lot less to make a lot more money. So that's how one example for offline business. Now on the internet, the same idea. Now for our own much smaller company, we make sure that all of our staff are very trained in each of their special areas. So when we have programmer, we have the best quality programmer. When we have designer, we get the best quality designer. When we have customer support, we make sure they are trained in every detail of the software so they can provide the best quality customer support. Now again, could I make the same amount of money on my own? No way. I can't program, I have no patience for customer support. We make sure that we use the right tools for each job. So we have developed our own software that makes everything we do much faster. We press one button, a new site is created instantly. We have the software that will track whether somebody refund on the internet. So when a refund happens, the account automatically closes. Before, we would have to have customer support manually refund. So by creating the right tools, by using the right tools, we reduce the amount of work our customer support has to do. That means we need less customer support, less time is spent, and more money is made. Does that make sense?
Maybe we need more detail. For example, you need out of how many kind of training need and how many tools?
The kind is going to be dependent on each business.
Yeah.
Each business will have its own requirement. So if you are doing, for example, a business that is using SEO to generate traffic. Now in my company we don't do SEO. We don't use SEO traffic.
Oh.
So we don't need to train anybody in SEO.
That's why maybe you found it's difficult to search about Leon in the internet.
Yes,
Yeah,
I searched your name, the rank is not.
And I don't see him, and I asked him because, and he said answer that because I don't use SEO. I don't want to get found on Google.
I have no desire to be known by anybody. I only speak on any stage because it's a friend or somebody asked me to, and to help meet people to understand our customer. I have been involved in a lot of large launches and products in the internet marketing world before, but always somebody else face. I'm the team behind the face. So we have, always before I just use somebody else's name because I have no desire to have people searching me on Google and finding me on Facebook and looking at my life. I don't care.
I think you use all wrong marketing, right?
Right.
He prefer his most favorite traffic generation is offline method, offline marketing.
And use all wrong marketing.
Well, if you use offline, you can generate a lot of traffic quickly, but you use online tools to capture that traffic, to sell to that traffic, to automate follow-up to that traffic. But my favorite online method traffic technique is affiliate marketing, getting affiliates to do the hard work. Because let's say you have just 10 affiliates. If you have one affiliate that has a very good skill in SEO, you have another affiliate or 2 or 3 affiliates that have some skill in social media. Then you have other affiliates that have a big list that they can promote directly to. You have other affiliates that will spend time in forums and news groups. Then each of these affiliates is generating traffic using the different traffic technique. But you get all of it because you have the product. So you get lots of people doing the hard work and only paying them for result. You only pay them if they get you a customer. So that means you can make your team as big as you want. You can have hundreds or thousands of affiliates in theory, and all of them are doing much harder. So my story earlier about my friend who teaches Facebook, he told me that he trying to generate lead for my friend, another friend product. And he told me, Facebook work. This is when he still think it's working. So he told me, it worked. I get, so many leads. I smile. Tell me, how many do you think my friend got? The guy who owned the product. If you make him 100 lead, I can tell you he's probably got 10,000 lead total. Because the amount of lead that he can generate on Facebook is so small compared to my friend who get all of the lead by running an affiliate program. And maybe you might need to explain that a little bit in Vietnamese, I don't know.
Yep. Mà Leon vừa mới kể là đó là tức là Mai cũng biết người này trong cái khóa học tháng 3 vừa rồi bên Thái Lan thì ảnh là một người mà dạy về Facebook. Thì tức là ý của Leon đó tức là ảnh dạy Facebook kiếm tiền bằng cách dạy mọi người sử dụng Facebook, nhưng thật ra khách hàng của ảnh đến từ đâu, tức là liệu anh có kiếm được tiền từ Facebook hay không thì không hề. Tức là anh kiếm được tiền bằng cách là bán những cái sản phẩm của mình ở các hội thảo, tức là sử dụng phương pháp offline marketing, rồi là từ các cộng tác viên tức là affiliate. Thì tức là vấn đề ở đây á là rất nhiều những gọi là một thầy internet như là dạy mình cách làm sao đó để thu hút được truy cập ở trên internet, nhưng thật sự thì cái khách hàng của họ đến từ đâu mình không biết. Chẳng hạn như là thực ra vừa rồi á, hồi trước mình có tin, tại vì những gì mình học á thì mình tức là hồi trước Mai cãi nhiều lắm, tức là hai người là cứ tranh cãi nhau, Mai không tin đâu cho không, bởi vì Mai thấy Leon là rất là thích cái phương pháp là affiliate, thì Leon cảm thấy những cái lợi ích của affiliate đem lại á. Thì vừa rồi Mai cũng có, tại là Mai rất là hay sử dụng Facebook thì Mai cứ cãi về cái này hoài, nhưng mà những cái vừa rồi á Mai nói luôn là không một số bạn không biết thì báo tiếp thị gia đình đợt vừa rồi sáng thứ hai rồi cũng có đăng bài của Mai mà Mai không có trả tiền gì hết. Nói chung là đó là những chiến lược mà Leon đã tư vấn cho Mai và Mai thực hiện theo thôi, chứ là dám hành động lúc đầu cũng không dám làm, nhưng mà sau đó thì dám hành động thì cuối cùng là được sự đồng ý quảng bá từ báo tiếp thị gia đình, rồi là sự đồng ý quảng bá từ diễn đàn với trẻ thơ. Đó thì đó là những cái phương pháp offline mà như báo chí mình không có hồi hề nghĩ tới hết. Nhưng mà sau một đêm thôi, tức là sau khi mà bên báo, ngày xưa mình cũng không nhìn diễn đàn luôn, thì sau một đêm diễn đàn với lại báo thị mà đăng bài của Mai á, thì cái lượng truy cập vào và cái lượng mà tải về cái 5 chương miễn phí mà Mai để ở trên trang web á, nó gấp 5 lần so với trước đây mà Mai đánh trên Facebook cả tháng trời và nó gấp 5 lần chỉ trong một đêm thôi. Thì tức là lúc đó Mai mới tin là Leon là ok, giờ tao đồng ý vậy là đúng là offline, cái offline nó rất là ok. Tức là mình chỉ xem ví dụ một cái video trên YouTube với một cái video phát trên truyền hình thì đương nhiên YouTube miễn phí mình có thể làm rất là mình có thể đưa lên lúc nào bất kỳ lúc nào được, nhưng giữa hai cái nào độ tin cậy cao hơn và cái nào sẽ đem đến cho mình cái lượng truy cập mục tiêu và lượng truy cập chất lượng hơn, thì đương nhiên có những cái cách mà để có thể lên TV và lên báo chí miễn phí, giống như vừa rồi Mai làm có thể lên báo tiếp thị gia đình miễn phí, trong khi đó một trang báo tiếp thị gia đình 60 triệu, tức là cái bài của Mai chiếm 1/5 là hết 12 triệu. Nhưng mà làm sao đó, những cái chiến lược gì đó, nhưng mà ý Leon nói là những cái cách mà truy cập, cách mà thu hút lượng truy cập mà các bậc thầy khác trên internet đang dạy mình á, là bởi vì họ kiếm tiền từ đó, chứ thật ra nó đến từ đâu. Thì vừa rồi trên cái workshop bên Thái Lan Mai học á, có 3 người nữa, tức là họ kiếm được cả triệu đô trên internet, thì họ mới tiết lộ ra thứ nhất đó là affiliate traffic, cái thứ hai đó là paid traffic, tức là phải trả tiền, ví dụ như là Google AdWords, hoặc là banner ở forum, tức là chị Thanh, như chị Thanh ở trong nhóm mình là chỉ dùng forum, tức là dùng quảng cáo trên forum mà khách hàng chỉ đến nó rất là nhiều, bởi vì đó là cách nhanh nhất, bởi vì các bạn cũng có thể biết là cái miễn phí và cái trả phí thì cái nào nhanh hơn, bởi vì đương nhiên đó là tùy thuộc vào cái ngân quỹ marketing của mình thôi. Nhưng mà nếu như mình có tiền mình chi những cái cách đó, bởi vì Mai biết rất là nhiều người kiếm tiền nhưng mà họ đều, ngay cả Trương Đình Long vua cỏ nhân tạo cũng là sử dụng Google AdWords không, chứ không, ổng không có Facebook gần đây, bây giờ chơi Facebook ở trước đây, nên là thầy Duy có nói tại vì đây học thầy Duy hết, thầy Duy có nói là tất cả những người mà đang thực sự thành công bây giờ, người ta không có thời gian để lên Facebook tán, họ đang ở đâu chứ họ làm gì có thời gian mà đi xây dựng Twitter là YouTube về Facebook tất cả thứ đâu. Mà vậy thì mình đặt ra câu hỏi, họ không sử dụng cái hệ thống internet marketing mà mình đã học, thì tại sao họ kiếm rất là nhiều tiền như thế? vậy thật sự thì tiền nó đến từ đâu? Đó, giống như thầy đi vẫn lên báo, vẫn có bài đăng báo, đó, vẫn quảng cáo trên báo Tuổi Trẻ, vẫn sử dụng các phương pháp offline, và đương nhiên thầy Nhi vẫn đánh ở trên các Facebook, YouTube, Picasa các thứ. Nhưng tức là những cái công cụ đó phải đồng ý là để branding, để xây dựng thương hiệu rất tốt, nhưng liệu có thể kiếm được khách hàng đó? Tức là họ có thể kiếm được, nhưng so với công sức mà họ bỏ ra cũng như là so với các phương pháp khác, nếu như mà mình sử dụng các phương pháp như mới nói mà mấy người thành công người ta tiết lộ thì cái nào nhanh hơn. Thì đợt vừa rồi tức là tự Mai có trải nghiệm cái đó thì Mai mới thấy là đúng là như vậy. Tức là những cái I know. That's what he said.
Each time over.
Nhưng mà Mai nói thêm cái vụ mà làm sao đăng miễn phí được ta?
Dạ.
Cái tờ báo tiếp thị làm sao nó đăng free được ta?
Chỉ lần này tiết lộ trong workshop.
I just want to know how many words per minute she's talking.
Because
It
when
sounds
you
a lot.
when you first met me, you know all of them are from Australia, America. In my English, I cannot compare with them, but I'm confident to speak Vietnamese.
I can tell. I have no doubt.
All of them think that I'm so quiet because I don't speak anything.
How wrong
They
we are.
said the same.
Yeah.
The first time we met you.
I don't believe so much because if not traffic in Google, how can the customer look for the product you sell?
Affiliate traffic.
Affiliate traffic is the most powerful because the affiliate will usually have a relationship with the potential customer. The affiliate knows the customer already. In not every case, but many cases, they will have relationship. Now that means that the potential customer will trust the affiliate already. So when the affiliate says, "Go buy this product, it's going to solve this problem," the customer says, "Okay, I trust this person, therefore I trust you." And that makes the conversion very high.
Yeah, but at that moment, maybe lots of people don't understand what is affiliate means. So maybe they don't understand the powerful of affiliate traffic.
Did you explain that or not?
Not yet.
No. Okay. I mean, affiliate just mean commission-based salesman.
Okay, can you explain it in
Okay.
Vietnamese? Mọi người có hiểu affiliate traffic là gì không?
Not much, a little bit. Can you explain?
Tức là trong cái khóa workshop thì Leo sẽ dạy kỹ hơn về cái mô hình là affiliate marketing, nhưng mà Mai chỉ giải thích qua affiliate. Có nghĩa ví dụ như vừa rồi anh Thủy có giới thiệu một số người qua bên em á, thì anh là một cộng tác viên của bên em. Thì vì sao mà anh có thể làm cho nhiều người? Bởi vì anh đã có mối quan hệ với họ rồi, anh quen biết với họ rồi. Ví dụ em có một cái group nào đó đi, thì bây giờ em mới tuyển tiếp cộng tác viên, tất cả cộng tác viên. Thì vì sao Leon không sử dụng tất cả các công cụ trên internet? Bởi vì mỗi một cộng tác viên đều có một mối quan hệ của mình mà họ xây dựng thông qua Facebook, thông qua Google. Tức là một số người ta thích những cái công cụ khác nhau. Thì khi mà mình sử dụng các cộng tác viên làm việc cho mình mình đang tận dụng tất cả những cái kênh đó, bởi vì mỗi người đều sử dụng cái kênh khác nhau để xây dựng được một cái danh sách bạn bè, danh sách liên hệ của mình. Do đó khi mà mình sử dụng cộng tác viên, đó là cái đòn bẩy. Bởi vì mình không phải tự mình đi lên Facebook, mình đi post video YouTube, mình sử dụng, mà bây giờ mình sử dụng tất cả những cái mối quan hệ của họ. Và thậm chí khi mà bạn đã xây dựng một cái danh sách của mình rồi, họ biết bạn thì họ sẽ tin tưởng bạn hơn. Thế khi mà ví dụ như là Dũng nói với họ có cái sản phẩm này hay lắm, mình đã xài rồi, và bây giờ họ sẽ tin tưởng Dũng hơn và khả năng mua hàng cao hơn. Đó là vì sao mà cái affiliate traffic nó lại mạnh mẽ đến thế.
Các bảo hiểm sử dụng cái
Gần giống đa cấp.
Đúng rồi, nhưng mà nó khác nhau.
Đa cấp.
Mô hình.
Đó là cộng tác viên.
Cộng tác viên trả phí.
Cộng tác viên này có nghĩa là không phải là nhân viên kinh doanh của công ty mình trả lương hàng tháng, mà những cộng tác viên này khi nào mà những danh sách đó đến từ các bạn mua hàng thì bên mình, ví dụ bên mình thì sẽ trả cộng tác viên cho bạn. Nhưng mà thường cái mức cộng tác viên ở bên ngoài nó từ 30% trở lên không, tức là người ta có thể làm giàu từ affiliate. Nên là cái mô hình affiliate nước ngoài rất là phát triển. Thậm chí cái khóa học vừa rồi ở ngoài Thái Lan, cái ông đó ông nói nếu mà kiếm người lên không? Trả 80% commission. Ghê
Cái
không?
đó sản phẩm
Nhưng mà trong cái ngành internet marketing industry á, là ít nhất là 50% không?
The reason I don't like other method, not that I don't like other method, the reason I don't focus on other methods so much is because the affiliates will focus on all of those methods anyway.
Yeah.
But if you do SEO, SEO is good, but what if Google changed its mind? The way it ranked website. This happened all the time. So one day you'll rank number 1, number 2, number 3. You're making money. Great. But then tomorrow Google change and suddenly you're not on page 1. Suddenly you're down here. What happened to your business? I can't trust Google enough to know that I can support my business, my staff. If you have to pay staff every month and you have a large team of people, how can you keep paying them if Google changes its mind tomorrow? I don't trust SEO enough. Paid advertising, a lot of potential, but you need to do a lot of testing and you need a lot of money for testing. Personally, I prefer to let my affiliates spend their own money and their own time testing and let them send me the money for paid traffic.
Okay.
Sorry, you have any experience setting up business in Vietnam?
No.
No. Because many.
Now I do the hard work to setting up business in Vietnam, so
I have an affiliate.
Yes, because in Vietnam we have something different in the business environment and how to work. Yes, I think you know. But when we are starting business in Vietnam, and how do you think about it? Which manner you use in the most useful?
Okay. The reason I think affiliate marketing has not worked in Asia yet, not all of Asia, Singapore and Malaysia different. Singapore, Malaysia, internet marketing very big, affiliate marketing very big. But most of the rest of Asia, not so much. Why? Simple. You guys don't use credit card. Right?
Yeah.
So how can you sell something on the internet and track a commission? This is the big problem with it all. You hear the theory. Great. Now about reality. How can you make this reality? You can't. Not unless you can track commission. Now for Westerner it's very easy. For Western country, everybody use credit card on internet.
And automatic.
So it's automatic, yeah, we have system. Somebody pay, system track, come back, payment complete, okay, give commission.
Okay, I can explain what them for.
Okay.
Tại vì ông nói vì sao mà affiliate marketing không có phổ biến ở ngoài Singapore, Malaysia ra á, thì không phổ biến ở các nước còn lại bởi vì affiliate nó hoạt động dựa trên, tức là nó có một cái hệ thống. Khi mà các bạn là affiliate, chẳng hạn affiliate của mình đi, mình sẽ cung cấp cho các bạn một cái đường link, mà cái đường link đó khi mà các bạn gửi cho bạn bè của mình, bạn bè của các bạn bấm cái đường link này đã được mã hóa rồi, và khi mà những cái lượng bạn bè của bạn đến cái website mình, hệ thống của mình nó sẽ ghi nhận là những cái lượng truy cập này đến từ đường link của các bạn. Đó, các bạn không phải làm, không có cần tạo ra cái gì hết, chỉ cần gửi đến qua đường link của bạn, gửi cho web mình thôi, và họ mua hàng, nhưng họ phải mua hàng online, tức là họ phải thanh toán online thì hệ thống nó mới cập nhật được, hệ thống nó biết được rằng cái khách hàng này vào trang web của tôi và mua hàng và tính tiền, tính cái hoa hồng cho các bạn. Nhưng ở Việt Nam mọi người không có sử dụng credit card và mọi người cứ hay chuyển khoản, tức là mình không có cái thói quen đó, cho nên đó là lý do vì sao mà tại Việt Nam cái mô hình đó chưa có phát triển.
But at Fusion HQ, we think we have solved the problem. We think we now have the solution for Vietnam and for Thailand. And also Eastern Europe, where it's the same problem. In Eastern Europe, nobody wants to use credit card. So more recently, in each country, there is a service provider that allow offline payment. In Vietnam, you have one now that allow payment, bank transfer or mobile card payment.
Okay. Các bạn thấy ý này của Leon á, tức là hiện tại thì lên Fusion SQ mọi người chắc phần lớn hiểu mang